brothers and everyone. I'm Philip Thoennes. I'm reading the newsletter this month, and I have been in MKP for a little over 10 years now. Um, it was going through the weekend was very helpful. Um, I felt it made me feel less alone, less like I'm the only person like me. I found other people having very similar things in their lives, and that was very helpful for me on my journey. Um, let's get into it. So this is the Willamette Valley Mankind Project June 2023 newsletter. The inspiration of the month: never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has. Margaret Mead. May you always have enough happiness to keep you sweet, enough trials to keep you strong, enough success to keep you eager, enough faith to give you courage, and enough determination to make each day a good day. And that is credited to Unknown Blessing. So, and then lastly, if we are to have peace on earth, our loyalties must become ecumenical rather than sectional. Our loyalties must transcend our race, our tribe, our class, and our nation. And this means we must develop a world perspective. Martin Luther King Jr. The mission of the MKP USA is to create a world where men act on their individual and collective responsibilities for the future of humanity by initiating and supporting men on a path of emotional maturity, spiritual awareness, and deepening community. Membership in MKP USA. It is now up to us, one good man with other good men, to create a safer and more compassionate world for ourselves, our loved ones, and the generations to come. NWTA context presentation. We are men living a life of extraordinary courage and vision, giving freely of our time, talent, and resources to support a cause. And then there is a link for the membership matters that you can find in the newsletter. MKP USA, Communities of Men Making a Difference. Dan Maven Mustang Baldwin. MKP USA Support Service Lead for Circle Support, and then there is an email address for that group. I've found it very good in my life to be a member of MKP USA, and everything it has given me. Upcoming events. There is a trail talk Saturday, June 10th from 10:30 to 1:30. It starts it's at the McDonald Forest, which is north of Corvallis, on Highway 99 across from the Campadare Market and Coffee Shop. We will hike the Callaway Creek Trail just off OSU Research Forest Road 540. The intent is a regularly occurring short 3-hour hike in the McDonald Forest where people can meet and be present with new people to facilitate authentic connection. All will pair up with a new person and check in with that individual, then switch every 15 minutes as the hike proceeds. Meet across from the Market Coffee Shop. Jay or someone should be standing in an obvious position. Parking can be a little limited, so please text Jay if you are having any difficulty, and his number is there. This is recurring every second Saturday of each month. I intended to go last month. It sounds like a very interesting thing to do, but I missed it. So I'm looking forward to this next one. Intersectionality of race, gender, and climate crisis. This is a Zoom meeting on Wednesday, June 28th, 2023, from 4 to 5:30 p.m. Pacific. And then there's the link below that in the newsletter. And then a special note, introducing Willamette Valley new brother, Chris Liu, from May 2023, land of my grandfather's Houston, Texas, is where he just went through the weekend. A wonderful man, Chris Liu, has been on the Open Men's Circle for the past year. He lives in Hong Kong, and because of Zoom, he's become a part of the Willamette Valley community. He was initiated in Houston, Texas on May 19th, and we held a special welcome home for him on May 30th to celebrate Chris's incredible journey and welcome him into the community of MKP and our family in the Willamette Valley. The next welcome home is Saturday, July 15th. It's from 1 to 5 p.m. at the Monroe City Park, 24811 Highway 99W, Monroe, Oregon 97456. So you can put that in your GPS of choice. It's on south of Monroe on the east side of the road off of Highway 99. I've driven past it many a time. Bring your own service plates, cups, and utensils, beverage, lawn chair, and food to share. Picnic tables and garbage cans will be available. And if there's questions, contact Russ Board at his email address that is in the newsletter. There will be an opportunity to stay afterwards if you'd like to socialize more with your community. There will be playing cards available, but feel free to bring your own games to share. I always enjoy going to the welcome homes, connecting with others and seeing everyone again that I haven't seen in a while. We also have a Willamette Valley Men's Summer Camping Trip coming up in August on the 10th through the 13th. It's going to be at the Red Diamond Group Campground. And then there's a link that links to more information about that campground. Contact Jeff Lovell from the Men with Spectacles Eye Group for more information. And then there's his email address. This will be fishing, kayaking, and swimming are three popular activities on the river. Hiking trails can be found in the surrounding area, and the Cougar Reservoir is just a short drive north. Nearby is the Box Canyon Trail area with excellent opportunities for mountain biking, hiking, and horseback riding. So if you've been wanting to get out camping and you haven't had anyone to do it with, this is a great opportunity. I hope to do that this year too. That sounds like a lot of fun. And more than just fun. The next New Warrior training adventure for 2023 in the Northwest. Do you know a man who might be interested? Send him this link to register for an NWTA. It is July 7th through 9th of this year at the Gray Owl Hollow. And we still need men to staff and MOS. Contact Gary Waldron to sign up at his email address. And then October 6th through 8th is at Camp Wariki, and December 1st through 3rd at Camp Wariki. Did you know that MKP has specialized NWTAs? A specialized NWTA, these have often been called gateways, uses the same global respected protocols as every New Warrior training adventure with cultural accessibility or demographic changes. It is specially geared to meet the needs and life circumstances of a particular demographic. The training staff will, as much as possible, be comprised of men who identify as members of the demographic or who have special skills to meet the need of the participants. The intent is to make the minority the majority, honoring the lived experiences and social and cultural realities for those attending. So some of the different specialized NWTAs are, there's a barrier-free, one for the deaf and hard of hearing, LGBTQ, men of color, obvious African ancestry, Pan-Asian, Middle Eastern, raw, urban, and young for the YWTA. And then there's a link for more details on upcoming specialized NWTAs if you're interested in looking into that more. Community development. Due to new PIT team requirements, we in the Valley find ourselves short on qualified PIT leaders. Suicide awareness training and multicultural awareness training are prerequisites. QPR and either waking up to whiteness or unpacking qualify for this and check these boxes. So if you had those trainings and you're interested in being part of the PIT, this is a great opportunity. All are good even if you do not plan to staff a pit, but if you have any energy at all around being a pit on a pit team, please consider the following. So the unpacking class is Power, Privilege, and Difference. This 8-week course provides a model of multicultural awareness to provide a common language and common ground for multicultural dialogue and relationships. There's an online class starting June 17th. Suicide Awareness QPR training. Question, Persuade, Refer. Suicide Intervention, Prevention training for MKP USA members. And there's a link for more information, and you can a link for setting up an account with the QPR training website. MKP gifts paying members accounts to this website, and there's an organization code of MKP, all lowercase. Boost your I group. There is a Chinese proverb that says, suppression leads to momentary relief and permanent pain. Feeling your experience leads to momentary pain and permanent relief. Open men's circle. Brothers, do you know a man who's not sitting in a men's circle? We have a place for them. Invite a man to join one of these safe places for men to meet and be. The Willamette Valley Open Men's Circle, first and third Mondays from 7 to 9 p.m. On Zoom with the link. Mankind Project USA is now running a weekly online open men's group on Tuesday nights with a link to register. For the book of the month, we have the 4 agreements, and this was recommended by the Men with Spectacles I group. It's a practical guide to personal freedom by Miguel Ruiz. And then there is a link to the Goodreads website to find out more about that. In the 4 agreements, Don Miguel Ruiz reveals the source of self-limiting beliefs that rob us of joy and create needless suffering. Based on ancient Toltec wisdom, the 4 agreements offer a powerful code of conduct that can rapidly transform our lives to a new experience of freedom, true happiness, and love. The 4 agreements are: be impeccable with your word, speak with integrity, say only what you mean, avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. Don't take anything personally. Nothing others do is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dreams. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. Don't make assumptions. Find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstandings, sadness, and drama. With just this one agreement, you can completely transform your life. And that is a powerful one that I am working on, because I have always had a hard time asking the questions. But now when I find the answers, it is very helpful. And then the last one is always do your best. Your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstance, simply do your best, and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. And on that note, I've heard some people talk about how some people say, oh, well, I'm only feeling like I can work 60% today, and how that's not a good way of looking at it. Any day you can do 100% of what you can do that day. Keep things positive. And don't put yourself down for not being able to do as much today as you could yesterday. Food for thought, why friendships among men are so important. And then there's a link for that food for thought. Here's a transcript from someone meeting God on a subway. I feel it is quite the journey of humility and acceptance, from L. And then there is a link and email link for letting us know what you think. When life hurts, care less about it. Did you know that there is no MKP International anymore? It ended as an official corporation in 2014. Now there simply exists the MKP International Circle of Brotherhood. And then there are a couple of links about that. MKP has a number of training opportunities. A sampling is below. To see the entire list, go to the link that is in the email, the newsletter. There's an online pit starting June 13th. There's the unpacking class that starts June 17th. And then staff training online starting August 1st. Northwest Women's Personal Growth Groups, Inner Yoga Foundation. Ancient and renewing, women have gathered in circles for thousands of years. Our Inner Yoga training offers an initial 3-day journey of support and love and the invitation to safely participate in profound inner work. We teach skills that creatively and effectively navigate the inner landscape. These skills are further developed through our yoga circle training and our ongoing circles. We create opportunities for deeply meaningful connections. The yoga circle is a powerful place for women to call home. And then there is a link to the inneryoga.org website. There are also links to the Her Weekend and the Women Within Western USA. Now it is time for the bad dad jokes. Just warning you, you might want to skip ahead. What happened when the past, present, and future walked into a bar? It was tense. What does a pirate pay for corn on the cob? A buccaneer. What do you call two birds stuck together? Velcros. And what do you call a deer with no eyes? No idea. If you enjoyed these quality bad dad jokes and need more, click here. And then there is the link. And that is the end of our newsletter for this month. Thank you all for taking the time to listen. And I hope you find a lot of things on here interesting. Thank you.